Trump signs law to prevent a.buse of athletes and mdash, a response to USA Gymnastics scandal. Washington President Donald Trump signed into law Wednesday legislation to prevent amateur athletes from being abused, a response to the sexual abuse scandal that roiled USA Gymnastics. Trump signed the bill along with another to help victims of human trafficking. White House spokeswoman Lindsay Walters said Trump is committed to preventing human trafficking and protecting young athletes from sexual abuse. These bills support our steadfast commitment to ending these horrific crimes, Walters said in a statement. The Protecting Young Victims from Sexual Abuse and Safe Sport Authorization Act aims to fix a patchwork of state reporting rules by requiring adults who interact with amateur athletes to report suspected child abuse, including sexual abuse, within 24 hours to local law enforcement. The statute of limitations on abuse will not begin until the victim realizes she has been abused. Women who spoke out about former USA Gymnastics team Dr. Larry Nassar said it took years for them to realize what Nassar was doing to them. Nassar has been sentenced to decades in prison for sexual assault. He admitted penetrating females with ungloved hands when they visited him for various injuries. The number of victims who have come forward exceeds 250, going back decades. Nassar's abuses were exposed in 2016 as part of a wide-ranging IndyStar investigation of USA Gymnastics. The Star, as part of the USA Today network, uncovered widespread sexual abuse of gymnasts by coaches and others, and failures to alert authorities to abuses. It prompted federal legislation requiring Olympic organizations to report all allegations of abuse, as well as the ouster of USA Gymnastics president and board. The president of Michigan State University, where Nassar worked, also resigned. Get more politics news. Sign up for IndyStar's Hoosier Politics newsletter. Various congressional panels are investigating how the abuses were allowed to persist. The new law directs the U.S. Center for Safe Sport to create policies that require U.S. Olympic Committee organizations to ensure adults who suspect child abuse report it to the Safe Sport Center. The Center for Safe Sport is responsible for making sure abuse reports are investigated. The center, which opened last year, was created so individual sports groups no longer have to deal with sexual abuse and other misconduct allegations on their own. It had been in the works since 2010, but its launch was not announced until 2016, amid the IndyStar investigation. A bipartisan group of 18 senators is pushing for a special congressional committee to look into how the U.S. Olympic Committee and USA Gymnastics may have enabled Nassar. At least half the senators on the panel would be women. Senator Jeanne Shaheen, DN.H., said there's ample evidence that many were alerted, multiple times, to Nassar's behavior and found excuses to look the other way. What we know, Larry Nassar and the USA Gymnastics abuse scandal more. Here are some of the most empowering moments from the Larry Nassar victim testimony. Larry Nassar's downfall started with an email to IndyStar,